Well, back here across central Indiana, the sun is out, creating this glare here on this traffic photo at 465 and West 46th Street. You can see the snow that's still on the sides of the road. Thankfully, the interstates are in good shape, and that's certainly good news if you are out driving today. Residential streets, I'm guessing, Chuck, in some areas probably a little snow covered.
We had that issue this morning, Scott, especially in some of the outlying areas where we had a number of school delays, and a lot of them today were south of Indianapolis where they had the most snow.
All right, very good. So we've got this big storm to talk about that's going to hit the East Coast. Huh?
Yes, and miss Indianapolis, which is good, which is good. In fact, outside right now, this is a live look at downtown Indy. Scott was talking about the glare. Look at this. This is Lucas Oil Stadium, and that's the Pan Am Plaza, the convention center. A very bright, sunny day. And, you know, I don't know if the old saying, it's better to look good than feel good, is true. I don't think it is, but it looks pretty good out there. It just doesn't feel good. In fact, yes, it is cold, and it's going to stay this way for at least a couple of more days. We've only had a couple of days above average if you go back to January 11th, and our cold streak will stay now as this cold air is blowing over snow. Now, let's talk about it. If you were with us just a few minutes ago, we really outlined, I think, pretty in depth this winter storm that could be historic in the way it moves along the East Coast. There will be a winter storm watch along the Ohio River, so I think everything south of Seymour could be affected to some extent by this storm on Friday. Today, though, we'll have none of that. Marion, you're at 17, Richmond at 18, 24 at Seymour, at Lafayette's at 21, and we're up to 26 degrees later on today. So, yeah, that's pretty cold. It's about 9 degrees below average, but in the 7-day outlook, we really have, I think, a lot to look forward to. If you're going to the Purdue game, big game tonight with one of those ridiculous 9 p.m. tip-offs, so I can't see any of it. Yeah, it's all about me, Scott. But Purdue takes on Ohio State. If you're going to the West Lafayette campus, just fine. I mean, the temperatures really aren't going to budge much, and I know that's for TV. All right, here we go. This area of blue south of Seymour, winter storm watch, that would be Sellersburg down towards the Ohio River, and that's tomorrow into early Saturday morning. Then the area of purple, that's all winter storm warnings. That's Nashville, that's Louisville, that's Huntington, West Virginia, and then the orange, this is now a blizzard warning. This does include Washington, D.C. and Baltimore. That's bad stuff, and we'll talk more about that in the next half hour. Let's get to how this will or will not affect us. Here we are tonight, 7:30. We're basically fine. Here comes the snow then. First, the cloud cover tomorrow, so that's what we will get out of the storm in Indianapolis. Cloud cover kicking up with this super deep area of low pressure. Then, as we move into about 12:30 in the afternoon, and I'll be here with you, filling in for Nicole on the noon show, here comes the snow. Now, this is 2 o'clock. Seymour, that might clip you a little bit, maybe towards Greensburg and Columbus, and stick around on and off, basically south of Columbus until the wee hours of the morning. Then that will be it, and we'll actually warm up and have a pretty decent weekend. 20 degrees is our low tonight after our 26-degree high. Then tomorrow, that chance for snow in southern Indiana, 28. 30 degrees and breezy on Saturday, 34 Sunday. Scott, a wintry mix comes back on Monday, but that'll be the warmest day out of the next 7, and we'll have more in a few minutes. All right.